So God, I was looking at the creation we made and it looks beautiful. That is the mountain peaks and the river flows, the tree waves and the sea waves, it looks beautiful. Oh yes, my spirit, I saw that too. And it looks beautiful, including the giraffe's neck and the elephant's trunk, the lion's roar and the hawk crows. It looks beautiful. But there's one problem. The man, he looks lonely as if he's single. Oh, by the way, he's single. And that's the problem. See, of all the other animals, none other looks like him. And I think the best gift we can give to him after he named all our animals is to give him someone that will be named after him. But don't worry, I already have a plan C. Make him sleep and give me his rib. I'll make him a she who will make him build a crib for their future children. And so wake up, Adam, it's not time for you to sleep. Or else the gift I made for you will slip through your hands like sand. Oh yes, there she is. And I know she's beautiful. And I knew with one eye you cannot behold her beauty. That's why I gave you to see. I made her from your rib, so let her always stick by your side. And for you, Eve, you're like a seatbelt with no release button, so hold on to him. And even though your hair is longer, he's still the head. And for you, Adam, even though you're stronger, she's still your bed partner, her and her alone, whom I purposed for you since long ago, that you may continue the creation work that I started. And for you, Eve, you're like a flower, and he is your vase. And so keep him and you will always be safe. And you know, we are all good in math, so let's solve these conflicts right. See, conflicts are not well solved on our fists or on our feet, but on our knees, lifting up our needs to him. And see, every time, before you even think of calling 999 or 911, remember he never hanged up, so call on him. And every time your partner cracks your ribs with jokes, remember God is still the rib maker. And so about love, let's talk about love. See, love, when was the last time you told your lover that you love them? Ama for you, action speaks louder than words. So about love, do you know your partner's love language? Ama unahitaji translator kuinterpretia hii language. And so love language, your partner's love language might be words of affirmation. When was the last time uliambia your partner that she looks beautiful? Ama you love their beards, like their beards zinakaa mambo beard, like you know. When was the last time you told your partner that they look handsome? Ama unagojea the only place they get to be told of how they look niko barabara na makondakta wakiwaita msupa na mami na boss. That's the only place wanaambia they look beautiful, yet you had the opportunity of telling them how beautiful they look. The next love language, touch. So you see their skin and your partner's skin, it was not only meant to produce sweat, ama tu ya kumea hair, ama ya kufunikwa tu na nguo. But their skin was also meant for you to touch them, because when you touch them, you touch their hearts. And you know, when you touch them, you touch their hearts, and that touch is very important. And the next love language I'll talk about is actually gifts. Because before I go to gifts, I'll talk about quality time. See, your presence in your partner's life is much more important than your presence. Because, you know, when God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And so for all of us, every time we get to love someone, we need to give. We need to give ourselves. We need to give what we have. And so your presence is much important than your presence. But still, the fourth love language, gifts are equally important, because you see, for gifts will signify the time when you're not physically present in their life. That present will signify your presence in their life. And so gifts are equally important. And the last love language, acts of service. And so let's get to know the love language of our partners, because if you don't know their love language, then this tower of love that we are building will come crumbling down like the Tower of Babel, because we'll have a confusion in our languages. And so that's about love. And let me tell you about the other kind of love. See, please forgive my goosebumps, because no matter how hard I try, I still can't duck her. Like, you know, she's cute. And guess it's almost our wedding day. She's just waiting for me to propose. But before that, let me tell you how it all started. See, they used to warn me about her as if they knew she would come my way. And I thought I had my feelings in check, gangster. But when I saw her, I kind of forgot my name and my game. And there I was guilty of theft because I stole them glances, And her presence near me, first of all, her lipstick made my eyes glued to her. And unfortunately, or fortunately if you wish, she started walking towards me. And so I stepped back. It's a sign to give way, but driving school was in play here, and so she stopped. And we collided. That is, our eyes collided, and her presence near me was confusing because it was the best feeling I had ever felt, but still was just wishing I wasn't dreaming. See, I know you all want to know that she said yes to my proposal. Her eyes were quiet and relaxing, but still I could hear them calling me. Her hair, oh how jealous I became of her back so they could fall on me too. I guess I never heard when she whispered, hello, because my ears were listening to the breeze produced by the blinking of her eyelids. And so, because I know you all want to know that she said yes to my proposal, the thing is, she would have only, if I got to propose in the first place, given a chance to spend all my life with her. My answer is definitely no, because I don't really love her anymore. I'm sorry, the feeling is not mutual. Like, she's good at being secretive, but I don't really love the way she exposes herself too much. And no matter how hard she tries to hide, she'll still be seen. And guess now you already know her name, Sin. Like, no matter how hard she tries to hide, she'll still be seen. See, like she seductively lured me into her courts. Now I'm guilty of her. Like, guilty of sin. Like, I thought I'm enjoying life being with her. I thought we looked cool together. I thought with her, I'm safe from my insecurities, safe from being alone. But that's when I realized, even with her, I was still alone because she's not even a person. Like, I even don't know how I fell for her. Yet there's one who not only fell for me, he actually died for me. And his name is Christ. And with him, I don't need to struggle to keep my feelings in check, because like checkers, he can never send me away, chase me. With him, I'm home. And for my driving school lessons, the railway crossing sign, he's already training me to trust him more. And I trust him. And I trust Jesus. And I love Jesus. And the reason I'm sharing this story about Jesus is so that in relationship, Manu and Jesus might also remind us about our relationship with our partners, because your relationship with your partner inafai kukumbushe relationship yako na Christ, au sio? And so jina unaweza ni Manuhscripts, because when God speaks, Manuhscripts it, au sio?
When God speaks, Manuhscripts. Wapi makofi ya Manu, kindly. I think that is a very nice piece.
Asante.
Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
Do you want to say something to the people?
Oh, what I want to say, I think, is what I said in the piece concerning love and everything, because tukianza ulikuwa muuliza kama watu wana date, nishai date, lakini ile kitu ikafanyika, and so I stepped, nikaacha ku date. But one thing that I learned, and I think I'm almost the youngest hapa, but I think I'll still share it, is about love languages. Because venye tumesema kuna quality time, kuna touch, kuna words of affirmation, and all these love languages. And so we all need to know the love language ya our partners, so that sitamletea zawadi na yeye anapendaga kuona anapenda my time. So I think for me, that is the message I like to pass to all of us. And as I said, naitwa Manuhscripts on all social media platforms. Kwa harusi, in any kind of event, ukiniita pale, tutafanya spoken word. Na nimeshukuru sana.
Thank you so much. Let's give Manu a clap the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. We say in poetry, we don't clap, we snap. We don't like this. This is how we snap in poetry. Thank you.